Obi, let's take maybe two more here.
To know how the country is being run.
Thank you.
It's being governed.
Thank you.
Please, this is just a humble plea. Thank you very much.
That's a very important one. So, in all fairness, let's come to this lane. Sam, one here. Then let's come to this lane. Now, not all of us will get the opportunity to speak during this segment, but at the end of the program, you can see on the program you have that there will be a meet and greet photo op segment before His Excellency takes leave of us. And so you may get the opportunity to whisper something into his ear or to tell him something if you don't get the opportunity during this segment to ask your question.
Yeah, my name is Prophet Dr. Richard Wilson from Multitude Evangelistic Ministry International. I saw a video circulating all over social media. A chief imam appealing to all Muslims to vote for a Muslim candidate. His Excellency, I want to know, what are you saying to Christian body? Secondly, my second question goes this way. We have been hearing that most of the names have been transferred to various places. Some people will go, they cannot find their names to vote. Now, I want to appeal to His Excellency and the Christian body, all our church leaders, pastors, bishops, because most of the times when it happens, they will be asking Christian Council to corner the candidate and talk to him in secret and tell him to accept the defeat or whatever. Please, what I'm trying to say is, if independent audit is not allowed to go through the registration on the 7th December, if they bring any darkness result, we should not accept it. Christian Council should not accept it.
Thank you.
So put your feet down and appeal to EC right now before it is too late.
Thank you very much. So, Your Excellency says I should take two more for this round. He will answer, and then we'll do one last round before we go. So, Sam, please. Reverend Lamte, we'll come. Let's just so we are equitable with the way we take the questions. Yes. So two here.
Hello, Your Excellency. I am Apostle Joshua Orekukudok, City of Salvation, United Kingdom. I flew all the way from the UK. The message that the Lord gave in regards to your promise to restore and bring back the National Day of prayer and thanksgiving. It is laid on our spirit and our hearts that as a nation, it has to be a national day of reflection, repentance, thanksgiving, and new expectations. Because we cannot, as human institution, ignore the fact that we don't make errors. And we cannot move forward if we can't identify or acknowledge our errors before we move. So I will advocate that wonderful day of thanksgiving and prayer will be a national day of reflection, repentance, and then thanksgiving, and then
new expectations.
Thank you very much. The second one, please. Psalm 127, it says, except the Lord builds the house, we build in vain. And as human institutions, we may encounter crisis. I will advocate that in terms of crisis, if we can call the fathers of the land, the spiritual fathers, to engage in retreats so that God can give us the way out by His own counsel. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sam, let's do one from here. Yeah.
Your Excellency, my name is Okorie Miriku Meda Asafo Redeemers Ego Chapel International Dansoman Griffey. Na I say ye kasa. Emra ye papa kasa no. Ye kasa bibiri but ade ba ko ami hu ne say yenka insu a eda yempatam ho asem. Emi say ye papa nya kwan tutu akwan akonkro bibiri so. Kro bia be ye fa ejina insu a eda yempatam so. But ye hwe Accra Kumasi regions nyina insu eda yempatam nyina ye basa. Ni nyina ebi enu wa etimi di boat efa so ekoba bi. Me pese me bisa se Awurade yadom na ye papa nya akwanya no wosan ba bie mu a se nsuo nyina ede na obetumi ayafa ho ama Ghana abeye Ghana na de atoso mienu so ye pese me bisa ne se ne opponent ne kan se mbisa se oba obeje nsori tax na ono nso so no na adwen kire ne se ono so ba eye the same anase one day oba sa adwen ne de.
Thank you very much. Obi, because they've been standing for long, let's just do a few of them and then His Excellency can take these ones.
Okay, thank you. Again, on the day of prayer, my simple Father Christopher Vojogbe, National Catholic Secretariat, Director, Religious Education. For prayer to be a prayer, we have to act on it. If you gather to pray for peace, then we must pursue justice. Otherwise, the prayer for peace will not have peace in this country. If you gather to pray for good rain to enhance our agriculture, then we must stop abusing our environment. So if you gather to pray, let us act on the prayer and God will answer us.
Thank you very much. One more in the queue. Okay.
Medin de Osofo Osei Bonsu from Scotland, UK. Christ Compassion and leader of JDM door-to-door campaign team. Me papa no dem pasa be kan nyina em se bi no madikan kana me question ye ba akopɛ ma ye wura oman bia ne chichire no ye the professionals and the chichire and now ba UK a ye professionals be bre aba be go na no be nanan ne na me ba bi betena me ho sui adwuma kora wonya bi nye se ye wura ba sa ankofo na akodis akoka amanone a opeso oba fie a wontumi mana wadwuma nanka woye ne ha adwuma titire a enne ebinum abo asesa wo akwantuo mu no den na yewura ebeye wo
Thank you. Your Excellency, I have two questions. My name is Reverend Evelyn Amihe from Mount Horeb Ministries. When His Excellency was speaking, he talked on the subject of giving grants to first-year students, the first year, and then the subsequent year they'll be giving loans. I wanted to ask and know whether the grants is it all inclusive, that is government and private institutions. Because if you would do a proper assessment, you would know that Ghana is now more pro-private institution. They keep on growing, including churches going into institutions. So I want to know whether that grant would also include students from the private institutions.
All right, thank you.
Then secondly, His Excellency in his speech or talk kept on, saying we promise I do this. They are good. I didn't hear anything about income generation proposal, because for all that you intend doing, they must be founded and I didn't hear any income generation proposal. And for me, I want to just propose that his team will do very good research and come out with a proper taxation system so that not just a few Ghanaians bear the burden, especially salary workers.
So you're talking about revenue mobilization. Thank you. So last one on that row, and then we will wait till the second stage. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Sammy, and thank you to our fathers, especially my father, Reverend Anyanibodu. Daddy, God bless you. God bless you so much. My first question goes to His Excellency. You know, as a clergy, one of the things that we know is the tolerance. Your Excellency, by the grace of God, you get the position as a president. Sometimes there are a lot of men of God that maybe cannot agree with you in your administration. If those part of maybe men of God who are not agreement in your style of leadership and they are talking, we've not heard you say anything against any man of God, but sometimes the communicators outside do say certain things against men of God. What are you going to do to ensure that those who disagree?
He has already won us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, finally, I think we've had a lot on this round.
Finally, we had recently in the news that there is a looming situation about food crisis because there is a shortage and there is a rain crisis in the northern part of the country. What are you going to do to make sure that we will not find ourselves in food crisis? Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very, very much. A round of applause for all those who asked questions and made observations and contributions. And with that, let's welcome to the microphone His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Wow, thank you very much. Very insightful questions. Let me answer them briefly so that we'll have space to ask some more. The first one was Reverend Michael, Catholic Secretarian. Yeah, good to see you again. And it's about the mode of our politics, where a duopoly, a dual, party system, because you have two major parties that dominate the political landscape. So sometimes the narrative becomes a bit too partisan. And I think that the posture of government itself and the president is what determines, how more partisan it becomes. Aside from that, we also need a reorientation of our media, and that is because a lot of the media is private owned, and the way our discussions are, shaped are to bring adversarial political forces to come and discuss everything under the sun. And so you're talking about veterinary medicine, and they go and bring somebody from NDC, somebody from MPP to discuss veterinary medicine and animal health. Every discussion in every talk show is between political adversaries, and that's one of the problems. I mean, we have duopolies in America where there are two major parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, and then in UK we have the Conservatives and Labour. Yet you don't hear politicians on radio every morning, debating with each other and insulting each other. You can listen to all the talk shows. If there's something to be discussed, they'll bring neutrals, if it has to do with politics, or they'll bring people who have expertise in that particular area of discussion. But unfortunately, the stations seem to get better ratings when people are insulting each other and throwing abuse at each other. And then when it hits the climax and they are virtually at each other's throat, then they will pass their jingle through. It means they're very happy. I'm naming it station. But they'll pass their jingle through, it means that it's really heated in the studio. That is what we have done to ourselves. Unfortunately, the Constitution guarantees media freedom. We can reorient them gradually, but you cannot force them to change their style. And it's not only government that should assist to reorient them. I think that if civil society and all our leaders, take part and point out that, look, this is wrong. We must not always be about politics. We must not always, every discussion in the morning. Indeed, when I was president and I woke up from 6, if I survive till 10 o'clock, then I know the rest of the day will be okay. Because 10 o'clock, every station is discussing how useless you are, how... So, unfortunately, that is the society in which we live. I think that it will change with time, but for the meantime, let's see how it goes. Father Ajima, we intend to hold the National Education Dialogue. And so I think that ourselves and the Catholic Church can collaborate, because there's a lot of dysfunction in our educational system. The basic level that should receive a lot of our attention and resources, unfortunately, is being underfunded. The support in terms of books for the students at the basic level, for 5 years now, they haven't got any textbooks. The curriculum has been changed. They've not got new textbooks to be able to follow the curriculum. And the capitation grant that should go to the schools is in arrears for more than 1 year. And so we need to reorient ourselves as to how we pay attention to our educational system. And I think that in that dialogue we can resolve the issue of the management of schools and all that. I remember the MOU I said at the function we held in Tamale, that we were going to add the MOU as an issue for discussion and reach an understanding where all of us can sign onto the MOU. So let's collaborate on the National Education Dialogue with the Catholic Church so that we all come and bring our issues on board, and then we forge a consensus going forward. Reverend Obofo Eka Enyoma Boaye Ding, I just say Opesu Sidaya, cement a ton 1 million Ghana cedis per bag, a yedin Parma Obia Odansi for. Osha inflation so called Esro and Neoko Juma, Wasamba China, and Yoma Ninabo Epega. Na Nina Fi say Yesika Sem Senia Asay Edruno, and no Nama and Yoma Abeyasa. Eka Abedaya so. Apart from that, and so we share 2021 and 2022, are buying Edge Bosnia Ifri Central Bank to the tune of more than 70 billion cedis. Now, say, oh yeah, economics are you catch or say Sikabe doors will chroma and my inflation cost because Obia could be because it's too much money chasing too few goods. And no and so because of the massive injection buying Eje Busia from Bank of Ghana at the toll system. I feel in Bank of Ghana per se a second a free economy Senebeya Ebema and Yoma Ebo Ayemre Kakra. And they are introducing a gold coin so that people who have excess money will buy the gold coin so that they can mop up more of the currency from the system. Eno nyina eye nyoma ebeye ye nibriasem yeba. The first thing we are going to concentrate on is stabilizing the economic environment and stabilizing the currency, because osha maybe a dollar ne cedi exchange rate na be kosro no na bibia abo ekosro nti o se yetimi eye ne abetimi ama ne sika ne ejina faako se ne be ya ebema enyoma yemre kakra maye enhyemu a yehyemu yi enye ni twato a yebeshem mehye obo se nyame adom oyame adom na mebedi o mampanya afibia yebenya akwanya ne ase. The banks that were closed, the problem with the banks existed when I was president, and it came as part of the national economic briefs that I used to get, and also the security briefs I used to get. But we looked at it multidimensionally, that we needed to do something to save the banks. And so what we did was we gave some liquidity support, and then apart from that, we were passing depositors' guarantee bills and so on and so forth to create a better legislative framework to guide the banks. And the intention was that once we cross the hurdle into the next administration, we will take a decision on how to work it out. It's not rocket science. It's been done in this country before. We had the Financial Sector Adjustment Program, FinSAP, for those of you who would remember. And at that time, what the government did was we took all the toxic assets and liabilities off the books of the bank, and we gave it to a body called the Non-Performing Assets Recovery Trust. And then we cleaned up the books of the banks, improved their supervision, while the Non-Performing Assets Recovery Trust went after the liabilities in order to recoup what had been taken, the debts that had been taken off. And it worked. The banks came back to good health, and they continued to do their work. When the world financial crisis happened, the Bank of Scotland was in trouble and was in danger of collapsing because of liquidity challenges. What did the Bank of England do? They gave them money, and they took equity in the bank, and they put Bank of England supervisors in the bank. They worked with the management until the bank recovered and paid the loan that the Bank of England gave gradually. Today, the Bank of Scotland is one of the strongest banks that you have in UK. And so we could have used the same, the same method. What the banks needed to be able to survive would not have exceeded, it's estimated about 9 billion cedis to save them. So government could have advanced that money and then cleaned off the liabilities and taken equity and released the equity back gradually to them as they paid back. Unfortunately, government decided to shut them down. And when they shut them down, together with all the savings and loans companies and all of them, they created a debt of 25 billion. And so you solve a 9 billion problem with a 25 billion CD debt. I mean, nobody does that. And look at the kind of dislocation it caused. A lot of those people, he says, are Uber drivers. I mean, I know one who is a baker. She set up a bakery now. She's a banking professional. And a friend of our family was working in the bank. And so she came to me for support. I bought some ovens for her. And she's baking bread and meat pie and things instead of, doing accounting and what she was doing before. And so it has caused a lot of social dislocation. 2 of my daughter's mates in school had to be withdrawn because their parents, who were both bankers, had lost their jobs and they could no longer afford to pay the fees in the school in which my daughter was. So if you think about the social dislocation it has caused, I think that the decision was hasty. It is part of the reason we're facing this crisis, because that banking sector clean out debts was added onto our liabilities, because government guaranteed the deposits. And so if you guarantee the deposits, then you have the obligation to pay for the monies that had been lost as a result. So I would have done it differently, but the reality is that it was done, and now we have to face the crisis for it. I've said that we'll relook at it, because what it has done is it has wiped out indigenous participation in our finance and banking sector. These were the banks that were owned by Ghanaians. Most of the banks that are left are foreign-owned banks. And they found themselves in this difficulty because they were the ones lending to small and medium enterprises. And small and medium enterprise lending is the riskiest part of banking. The big banks don't want to do it. And so it's those small Ghanaian banks that were doing it. And that's why they got into trouble. And so we had an obligation to save them. Unfortunately, we didn't. We flushed them down the drain. And you can't go to the Access of this world or the Stanbics of this world as a small baker and go and get the same kind of attention and finance that you would have got from UT Bank or Unibank or one of them.
Right. Memo Akwaba at the bar inside politics, Jumedie so our power. 97.9 ene TVXYZ tasom dwumadie offer tosumienu ena yede ebramu ene eye October ahin mebosume ne da ya etoso enan eda efiada efempe mienu ne aduonu na say October ne so ebedwane pound one say wind of change bro sa na na fast it is na ye kono na atankuriga biga Mugabe mase ne mpabo kese na mahye Mugabe bia wo bia mechia Okechukwu Innocent Mauli Kevin Asante ene Nicholas Yosin womo na ebo mechidom amedi dwumadi ebremo mohima ba kope kwa man nyina gudie ladies dembos Beposo Hemaa ena majime dream ene ensamo no doso aye ba bedi ehwo enkomo dum so abakromu bebre yade ehwo enye ensuo nso de bi ni Ghana Water Company Limited sebe wo madwen ne da fom atofom tino wo mu nimu say Clifford Braiman ne nkrofo Patrick Buama wo ye board chairman eda Ghana Water Company Limited so okai kwesentral mpi mu nimu say mo be ma ye timetable class ye ration ensuo amamo eda say wo benya ensuo da we nyansuo saa na ekoso kanea na nsuo dundum saa nti Ghana ne de said ye days ne kontam no ye ni abrese ye besesem na ban papa ba eye John Mahama aban na ye nyina ye ho atoyen galamsey protest no eno nsuguso ekoso pa enya asem ketwa na organized labor ekosia man pani akufu ado ose moma memre kakra ebreben bio papa ebreben bio organized labor na ye chem se mo be steady sansa ye mpene ema monka se o ye strike ya se be na October 10 no ye twa sensen ebeba so sansa man pani akufu ado onhia mre bia bio na ye ba bedin komo mewa honorable Theophilus Tetechai ewo studio ha wano ena ye endi samayekuo no emutrafo ewo Enkramante mu Greater Accra Regional Secretary ema NDC amayekuo na mene no eba bedi enkomo womo de nhihye bi egu akwemu a womo eba beye omo fundraising sesi ade abrewa yipuma okwemu eti Greater Accra ye na ye nie o omo so baba ye omo de honorable akwaba ade
ye nia asamani awodi ma ye de
finally enya abaso ara yes fundraising no da ben na to say ehun ka saman ye ni money abreo mo ye serious pa bibi na koye bibi nti ananka Greater Accra de wo de na wo de asem na den eko
first of all no mamimfa asida kese ema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Okay, incoming president.
Debiano osusu Greater Accra. No onimnia Greater Accra. Chefa ewo elections na ye no.
Okay.
And you know, you missi your first data or the my no. You calling chain bio.
Okay.
I cause ni say your panacho. Na on pedafufro e maye.
Okay.
No crasem or do you say ayo inti yebeda His Excellency John Dramani Mahama.
Okay.
Wamaye on the 11th of October. 11th no ye enne na wotwe na nya sam kan exactly.
Na say Friday ba bio.
Exactly. Inti Friday ebe. La Palm Royal Beach Hotel.
Okay.
The Dome.
Wow.
Ohonumo na Greater Accra region. Yebe hodi yen fundraising activity.
Okay.
Na yebe fa kwan so ada the regional executive committee ase. Say omotu abejuku bi editu honumo for the planning.
Okay.
Na planning committee was headed by and is still headed by Honorable Sylvester Mensah.
Okay.
Na ohwe emre a omotumi edi aye dwumedie enne me no kasai fundraising cars aye ready ya start say ye chiche na me no kasai constituencies ni nyina abeje one day edeko.
Okay.
Ejumedi omudi ye fundraising committee your friend of saying finance committee, finance subcommittee, political committee, any titro yen regional council of elders. Omunyana eka shishe hu.
Okay.
And I yet to me edi abetu abontin. Anunti no cars no Greater Accra there you say you pese obi to me a baby. Nti cars no ya ye no flat rate.
Okay.
Obi to me the achrom.
And
5,000.
It's for more shaying. Na say e capture mami.
Yeah, 5,000. Na cars
say no na 5,000.
Yes. Na card na wo hu no e was special features.
Yeah, design na come.
Yeah, it was special features e wo hu. Na ade sunku a party no ya ye. Ye pese obi obeto card ni bia enhye ne nso. Eye card kitwe yi a e ka ho. We eye kwan so a odubetua sika no. You are making sure say as much as practicable no sika emfa obia insem. Nti me regional secretary untumi mfa sika mbre me say obeto card.
Okay.
Nia obeya ne say oba say obeto card na ye wo bank account a obetumi etua sika no edi egum. Na yeson ye wo USSD code nso a obetumi edi etua.
Okay.
Nti eno ane say ye the card ne brewa payment no wankasa obeye wade. Na wo ye payment ni wi a edu time na ye program no nia wo say odi be kira ye payment na waye.
Okay.
But system no be capture bibia. Na ene ye ni ye constituency executives no ehia ye.
Okay.
And I think say omoni agi. Esan say resources now party no raise no 50% of the resource no ko ema constituencies no. Since be ya o menya sika gum futu mu e de aye party hu ejuma.
Okay.
Nti obi agi atum say senior region no yes they ahihye nyama concerning fundraising event you know emuda honomo.
Okay.
Emuda honomo. Na wa wo hwe
cards inso do so na we inso.
Debi we ye won say nyama na ye de be ma wo no. We ye nti within it no wo fundraising card no any payment no eno na ya package no fefa wo di share
the amount ye the envelope mu ne the amount
nti share envelope no mu no wo be hu ade fefa bi mpese me de kire omo hwe
yeah
nti wo di share envelope no mu a say we no be hu the next president of the Republic of Ghana
president papa
yes
if I turn the year and capture
yeah.
Na say Elvis o boy jumo
but wait me
sa
this is Greater Accra
we too much
ye bibia ma ne ye sronko esan say his excellency na kuma at Greater Accra and yen as executives from the branch from the branches from the constituencies any region no I said yes say nia was say ye na region no enya ni tema fra in terms of the 7 December 7th elections no ya be ye na ade ba ko ye then say his excellency the president is committed me say bibia e betu ni bia oye maye into once again your excellency we are so grateful for the opportunity was na Greater Accra exactly because obianka you miss it out first you know
yes
but onim near Greater Accra stands for and that is why one this second opportunity and you know
say oba che edware ana tese na ho siesie mu an nti no mo che ya ansa na mo ye mo die sophisticated
exactly that is Greater Accra for you
na ebia obi nso eni Greater Accra opese o support mo ebi kwa o tie ye free amanone opese o support obeye den
nti na yama USSD code
no
nti no on the card no you be display on the various platforms regional secretary mi number was so regional treasurer ni number was so your communication officer ni number was so and one of our hard fundraisers honorable Sofa Akwaku ono so kan fundraisers no
okay
ono so ni contact so nti wo frɛ any of these numbers na nhyehyɛ ɛwɔ ho no yɛ no bɛka ɛna afei nso no obia obe supporting program will be duly acknowledged because we are taking data of everybody.
Wow.
Now in the event, there was special invitation for the event.
Okay.
Now so special invitation, near woman say, your part in penyphobia.
Okay.
Where for special invitees to the program.
Okay.
And also penyphobia or more party. Your former regional chairman say, you're very invited as a special. Also can be. Na mefa akunya so na madam wase. Esan say your period for fundraising event very short. Na it takes a station like you to accept say ene mubema ye sa akunya no because ene menya sa akunya yi a ankada ben bio. But meje bibie mu momma ye sa akunya no. Ye fa so ada mu penyi Honorable Julius Debra. Say the be anytime be able nipun no why ready am I see that na say and as also na be that one new crew for nyina say within a very short time more accept say mo be on the road am I mean say nya ye sisi ano enye enepe fiti Saturday Sunday Monday Tuesday
yeah bebo say awia na kra ye bom ne enyume so akonya ba wote ya wotre mu no
enti no ticket ni de ewo offices no ewo regional secretary unya fred any of the contact numbers na unsabeka
omo edebema na wo ka say unya fred any of the contact wo so no obede hu sa card no wafre
won cards na medichomesis security features ewo ho
yes
wo hwe card we a bon say they different from we.
Yeah.
Oh, they are not the same. Exactly. And you know, who are mononi kra na ofrea. You be mau a special ticket with a special code. Oh, into sa code no you be enter our system no. Say sa card no obiato.
Okay.
Exactly. Nya ye dia ma consequences ni nyina ya serialize bibia. Into bia odi card ni be ma no. That special code is for that person. Sene sibe ya resources na ebeba no ebetumi dia boa consequences no.
Okay. Enti na contact bi ho bi betumi afra na.
Anu na media to dwa no. Enti ebia me de bema mu na.
Exactly. Enti ho na e ma me nyanti ase no. Say ono nensan ka card ne bi wonimu ne onwo so. Enti opese on contact mo say metue scan bi ba te bi kwa me ntumi ma. E kwan ben no be faso.
Enti nipa 4 year ya bomudin no. They are the contact persons. Anything concerning tickets no I was so be a contact.
Very well. Yeah. Very well. Eti ye nyina ye hwe ni mo se nyame yadoma da sene efia da ebe obia de nani onyam eba beta ye che won se epanyi de panyi eti wa ye wo de awie a wo se utumi ba ebeta greater akrafo achi e ma omo de ni nyina ba awie ye nyeska e de aye campaign edru e form ankasa
mintumi bonko frauding but a party for no my idea. Once normally events say no venue eduane a ebedi nsuo ebenum sa nyama nyina e was say odi osika a shame to be honest with you apart from venue ejumedi a ye bedi efa ejuma ne ho nyina no nkofo afa
wow
yeah food
nyama inshallah
nsuo ebenum bibia for the event decor bibia yempanyifo bi afa a omoye e di amaye nti any resources are be raised no ebe consequences no directly.
Okay. Enti ye dey ba we ye dey na contact no.
Yeah. Member contact no. Okay. Enti say opesa odi fa regional treasurer eso ye friend no Alhaji Mohammed Nogan. Ni number no eye 024 426 7765. Ami sambo subiom 0244 26 7765. Miankasa mi number 054 552 9946 054 552 9946. and I think so Jerry Johnson 0244 673 391 0244 670 391 and Sophia Akwaku Honorable and also need the 0244 081 358 0244 081 358 enti omu ye nkofo a obia pese auto ticket otumi contact any of them arrangement I was say ye e mom no ye be ye na e mo won
be e ba enye ska call
me say who's the course na ba
na code ne so bi ntumi e mon send scammer
obetumi abo
enti code no
u particulars bibia be show na account no o pese o dey fa account the bank account access bank but the name yedi ye ejumedie no resetting Ghana.
Oh wow.
Inti ubo na code na sa no enebe ba even code no kwa ubo *7 okay mami bo code ni mom open say utia true code na *789 *3 *632 hash mesa abosu bio *789 *3 *632 hash ubo code na ni ebeba no resetting Ghana. Inti resetting Ghana ni pe na chere say Greater Accra and wutu ya sika no egumu. Inti ya in such a way say wo fie bebia wo bia no wo pese wo boa region na wo beboa and say na misika ye no the region will acknowledge bibia obia ebeye edi aboa ye constituencies no because they nyina say Greater Accra is the key to the 2024 7th general elections and constituencies no omu hiamwa and this is the only way ebetumi faso aboa.
Okay eti yede eba ye no wasem etwa to a obeka
masem etwa so a etwa to a meka ne say yede asida kese ade ma ye party fo nyina kan ye executives a omo constituencies no ye parliamentary candidates and ye members of parliament. In fact ye arrangement for a fundraising dinner it will interest you say na ye MPs reps ewomu that's the parliamentary candidates of reps ewinti bibia ya bia no ye de nkofo a omu sebi ye hi omu adwen se se be ya ade no ebekọ senia obi apese ekono na may assure all party faithfuls within the region say as regional executive members said yes say ye be hwe say targets are edayenim the target ni say yanyan kra no 25 seats na 25 seats no the resources and and the resources will be targeted at the right places at the right time. And this is the time I was almost contributing. So want to mean by event now why you busy only problem. Just take the code.
Almost the same boni bio.
Exactly. And obefa a code no *789 into the try na share and now discover kakati
*789
*3 *632 hash.
Okay.
*789 *3 *632 hash.
About also welcome to resetting
Ghana. Thank you.
And also the way I know you the
I know your office new location Lakaja no.
Oh okay.
Inti Lakaja no yen office new location.
Oh okay.
Inti bosu bio.
And also enter reference. Inti eba okay. Powered by okay. Inti yenfa say me send 300 cedis.
We dey meet you. We dey send.
Okay, also request submitted successfully. You will soon receive payment prompt.
Oh, okay. The first person to pay. Them one say money. Oh. Why are they man?
We are too much.
Why are they man?
We are too much.
But who phone mumu so? May. I come direct.
It's a me train.
Yeah.
Ese amanfo tuya shemu.
Yes.
Ebusia penny sisi cancel. Munya mu betua. Auntie bi mama wan mu betua shemu. Honorable nso betua. Me 300 Ghana no.
Oh.
Betua 300 so made more than 300. Eti moya de ye time achi
eti mo se sike bia mba mi nsem
yes enka ni pansa e wo ba bia ekọ moya de
na ye wo committee a sika no ehwe sika no eso in terms of ye wia disbursement se se be ya constituencies no o menyo mu chefa in fact e di bibia to ni kwan mu.
Okay.
Send me phone see barely no me say.
I'm for a fresh. Yeah. Honorable ansana obekon we there 2 minutes na ye call.
Okay.
Galamsey Queen NDC mo baba mu 2025. Na esesi a protest ahodo e wo krom nyasem keto. Enra organize labor ko shia president a so mo man time kakra na omugusu ye consultation sebe ya omude betu Galamsey ase. But osan what time will be
Minya, na mo expect be different from His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. No, it is obvious. Look, Senya Yensio Akodu and Neno, it is their actions. Ana ama Insio Akodu Yensio Akodu bebia edui.
Yes.
Because most of the Galamsey are here, you know. It is being led by government officials. Sir, community mining no muka eni nyina no. Say who are those doing it?
That is it. Cracker.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know, in fact, well, I can't 2 months, right? But 2 months na kano. Any person ewu. Because mami ka bibi nchiro won ye densu na ye wa anu mu eba eno na eba ediba weja no mu nkofo ni and uko amasama honu mu side na hu densu na ubesu and densu no is from the eastern region and just imagine say ye di cyanide egum ye di sa chemicals egum ye ti akra no ye feel say ye hu atoye
sure.
But any end users no. And uncomfort the year duani. Enti idea fire nyina ye ho. And adeba kwa ye ndene say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama what can he play?
Yeah.
Sure, you started say ye mining gold enye ne.
Yes.
But our forefathers they mine the gold responsibly.
Yeah.
On my de 30 days he say yanko efom ni sa nyama no. It's just to give nature the opportunity to rehabilitate itself. What you say?
Okay.
What you say? Look, they had vision. They knew natural resources na nyakopon dia maye no. Ye abusing the effect ye nya ye benya. Nti omo that time no. Omo say insio no yempe da sa insio no ehun beto no nam na ewo insio no no omho beto mo nti every 1 day in the week no insio bi wo ho no ma yenko ano go to the villages they will tell you
why be crowd forest be why
yenko exactly na unti ase adoko nti say memrinda insio we yenko ano enye bibie nti wo ena enne ye tu gold no ewo insio no mu hwe inama ewo nsio no mu nyina ewu.
Yeah.
They are gone. They are gone forever. And inama ewo nsio no mu no they've been there since Adam. Your forefathers eno no mo yi mu nama they are supporting enkra no. Won say sometimes when you go to the villages nam cheaper wo ho no mu chen Accra. And kofo bebre enti ase. It is because nsio ni be omo.
Okay.
Omu yi nsio na omu di locality na and omu say nam no muntu mi nsuo na nkasa untumi no nti why na ni right senses obeka say demonstration here Ghana for aye unsupported. I think say your labor organized labor omaya adie say they have now become force bia compelling governments to do what is right.
Okay.
And I think say they shouldn't allow any political influence. Ewo mojuma na omu ye no. Because insiona say no ekunye nyina including organized labor. Nti ye be soro mo. President na or say and you see a day way or China ni nyina ya delay 30s. Ni nyina ya delay 30s. Oh, and you better mabuna say. Yes. The future of this country belongs to them. And it is their duty. Your duty. Yeah. Say you better protect the environment.
Yes, sir.
And protecting the environment, we have to protect our river bodies. And you know, we are mabuna war memu na demonstration yi untumi nya kra na churo bibi fagu Facebook. Nema abani who say their actions no is not a dear edi or minor ebe kokai.
Okay.
They are only thinking of themselves today. They are enriching themselves today. But yem omemu nyina no omu kunye nyina. And what are we achieving? Governance, you can't governance are. Then yeah governance ni say ube protect u citizens their health is supreme. And it say we are government na idea ebe promote the well-being of the citizens. Now where you any efiso now one my party for say you
it's serious.
This been a yes I'm a president.
8 years when to me anya.
Me maka jam dey bia say president na ye ne ebu o man no ono we bu adawo.
Wonte Ghana. Oti Pluto. Ono akasa wonte asase so o Pluto.
Now ade ba kwa I so aye me ya ne say wo hwe senior omo use state institutions ade punish citizens omo say omo ye oye kire ade a kire aban se wo hu kura na ye bibi ma wo hu say ade we koso. And you see that any general hey ni say ye beka say obi a all protect Ghana or making sure say aban ebe protect yensu a say no yenchi omo enkoshe prison custody tio ye de bi ma koshe police custody yendi wa asem no mpo no wako prison dada. You get it?
Yeah.
Yendi wa asem no. And these are people who are not doing galamsey. All what they are praying say aban be ni say yensu no obe stop it na yes say insu no.
Yeah.
Omu crime no. But let's not stop the fight.
Sure.
That is the essence of governance. Citizens no ye wo ahondin chain aban no.
Insanity.
And once we are determined say this is how we want government to behave, we need to keep government on its toes.
Very well.
Yes, 7 December in the enche oh, it's 2 months.
Yes,
and the thumb will speak.
Insanity.
But to me can say ye tana hono ahwe high ma near koso no and koso sa no. On the 7th na mo be no na mebu no ahin na ewu efim. Ahin na develop kidney na me bibiri enti no ye be bo ma baso say despite all the challenges they are fighting for the good people of this country.
Yes,
and obia bompire ema especially omo aban asheda eni omo atufiase just because they are fighting for the good cause of this country.
Okay, medase pa honorable yedase ne adade a wonya emaye enyumre eti for ne ahwefo we eye honorable Theophilus Tetechai oye enkamantemu NDC trefo na motese woni ye edi nkomo NDC enkamantemu fundraising event eba so dasene 11th October no woni ye di ho enkomo sanso na ensema hodo a etwaguo titiri efa galamsey ehon so no woni ye edi ho nkomo nti USSD code no mo peno *789 *3 *632# *789 *3 *632# na wo follow prompt na eno ano no yeda masese motie na mobaye ne sa inside politics dwumadie eno masugu so etie wo power 97.9 mo hwe wo TV XYZ my bedwafo aye ready Charles McCarthy kwadwo yebua wamo eneme ebe hye enkomo ase sesia me da me ho atonkraba me ba ade aka yede betoso. Right, mesamo akwaba bio edeba inside politics dwumadie som ewo power 97.9 TV XYZ som. Yatra se eba bedi enkomo. Ensamo bebre na akoso ewo yemaimu nene. Baby edi ani ehwe. Eye galamse. Nsade galamse ensam amene yen ewo maimu. Na my penny akufo ado ne baomia. Atechire womo ekon a womo gye womo ho enye san se metu anamo na makolusi abato na ana eita ne menye kora na ganafo enyawenwu ewo galamse ho sese atebia ye womu no eno ne organized labor ehia ye ena ye bisa se organized labor sa ehyiamudie ne kora mo koye de be wo ho ukọ ho koye de san se na ye nyina ni mo se bibipa bia anya de a ebefiri mu aba. Enu ane se wode to time 8 years no wantumi anya hwe na aka 2 months na obeye bibia na 80 organized labor amanfo asase de omo se cheche mo so se wanhwa ye be induce mo with niemo ankasa munimu no 80 monye hwe ye pa ye ni hwemo denden de anya asem ketwa mabedafo aye ready na we no Mohima ba ko peko ma nyina gudie ladies dem boss Beposo Hemaa na maje medwa ye live e wo Facebook power 979 TV XYZ Mugabe masibe bia wo bia wo time chini angels no esanso na Kevin Asante ene team no okay Chuku Innocent Mauli okay Nicholas mo time Elizabeth Tegum ono na esiesie mi ama me ho aye fese na Charles McCarthy de ya na menimu ne opa akere wo mu me introduce me nya introduce eda na ye osere ko de bo a mini aba akwaba
mejo so hima
na bibia ye bokodi
yankopon adaroma me ho ye pa bibia da no kompepepe
okay
enya meta echi so unum se yankopon ene de akufo ado ntimi nyana fam de but ba bia dre de yatna bench ache 2 months de inum se yankopon bebo ye ho bai ama mre na so am yaje am ye no egu bench bia tima ba field ne so abe ye adwuma what you say team no coach as a Man United coach wonye papa eno kra team no say empire bo an se be pam no to the dread ye pam na ma say ye de na ba don mama so we say
Man you e ko ye na mo ye de e da enko ye
obetuma che me da Man you ko ye Alex Ferguson ko how many years ni coaches be 5 abetwam enko ye ntinye otuma say so at the end of the day American say John Mahama no wonu say the NPP ni die but at the end of the day John they John NPP colors enye Bruce awo different e better train e kan bom enye NPP otuma say na say me NPP atare kura full and an better ba me twin shatare ba umi abom e be the colors of NPP are fine ba me twin fasa akwa na emetra TV so no e sa akwa na TV no nani mo yama ba fom otuma say eno kura na me shempu a abane duru so am share no bo se meto ama John Mahama me ne mabusuafo nyina otuma say said ye dika to tu bia mo na twem no obia kodwa abo afan de obia beto abama John Mahama na se nyina na yewu na so betra no wo busa mesem ko busa ye musa bontin se wa che wa na ko busa no ene da bia me kase cartai de edi animu no se de edi akire no be pa na de papa etukura be sa apem car no amana to fom enti yanom bibia ye phone ye nyina yesu MTN na Vodafone ba bia me frɛ betim akodu frɛ bia ai wo frɛ bia ode nkodu ho enti ye kana wontie da mom ye ntra honom se ya na me na da bia me ka me na me John Mahama campaign kura ka menye o national television me to right be se 45 na makasa ba ko miyinu mo to afan mo anto amunyai mo na mo wuo na ye sure spase John Mahama ba ye lusu a wonne ye mienu ha na bebre na ni sika san kura Ibrahim wonne sika no waso afagu egu ehoi abusuani mu ode mumunti ne nani abra onam na me na me nkwa proda na obi amfa de mpo ankobo me wotuma say we Ghana for
ensa so ye complacent so ye
adwuma de so the American say nya no but then the Ghana for hu nya say me na kobre
okay
ye nyina ye ewu ena obi so be ye fi wuo ni mu wotuma say na sa mo so mo ntia say mo pam wu a mo ntra wuo ni mu an akufo ado impa say bia mo say bia nya ado no wo +2 yi wono na mamu ni no obi a negative by 10 wono be to so de na de beba wo tsama ba umiane na probably di o ma we mu na ne o ma we so na nka mo history bi a paper me anu o ba ko concept so ke ba ko na nka onim kade ne nya na nka de ba papa ba kwa be bata no edika ba umian na nka nya no na nka mo pe obi at least na ni mo nyam ne niam bi no cover no na ne kasa ne buo na nka wa fa no wa na mo ko fa times 1000 bibia pacha say wotum for crop ball otimi ball ni kasa ono tete wo no unu say crop ya nya nkasa tia ɛna na me ka kyerɛ mo sɛ mo hwɛ wo sɛ mema obi anu nti otumfo na Duncan Williams ko yɛ pastor mpo no ne ba yi pono wotuma se ne ba yi pono example na me man nti otumfo tete na braba no amoni ye ɛna ɔde adu sɛ napo wotunifu anetse be wo pesa no be ma wo bonten enti otumfo do yɛ ade ba nipa no ɛna enye papa enti amana basa na bato ya ye ko de 2 months akai edenya ko wo mo ya ho de keke na dide ni nu ni nyina nkoto aba ye nyina ani ade na de ko
what yes nsuo no muntam
me nyanti si ye bode no ho bai ye nyina gu police station no pa kopem ni foreign 3 days ye be declare ho and me NDC strategy mani je ho ye wie ne ka bomu ye declare ho ye nya easy to declare ho ye si onkra abo bia ode bra obi ye nya number ni ye declare ho ye ne ekro no
Charles McCarthy oye editor in chief edema the Hawk newspaper akwaba
ya me mom nyeto onye NPP
okay oye NPP
wadi Tescom president da ho Tescom president
oh sure
Beposo Hemaa
wo ho ye
na wotwe akwa betu ye die ye dia sida be matwa dia mpon kwa me basa ya do
okay
na waye na famu die akanya nipa ebeye matise wu ko krom a wona eastern wa mu nyina mu for eastern for akanya eastern for mu beye yen
zane pemu net so na ye hu ba bi ona mu
eastern for mu beye yen mame me de mi bai na ma asem ye baako electoral commission ni IPAC kana na menya
ye bedi no nso nkomo
se me matias me ni bi kan di matias
ayo yanko
ni kana phone ene na tina ba
yanko eti on parties ni shiaye electoral commission on parties ni shiaye na wotwe mu obi ade na asem tuja
o se sa program no a stage manage yes
ade
enanu program no a stage manage na metro unity a stage manage logically and sequentially ibi a play out no a dia ya tena fi atro dia directors any producers
ne wo actors
and actors na better no my so this is it
and why na your producer na why na
director yeah electoral commission adwuma no
okay
on na your producer no and the actor no na your lead character no ye Jemensa
okay
and the supporting characters na ye Kwadonko no mu ni Akpalu
okay
they were the supporting characters then what can I say you see you're the villain the villains no
NDC
so this is what happened the EC now realizes omo image no omo identity no because of that protest na NDC for year no that nationwide protest na you know all regions no and decided there let's allow the media to come and cover yanka say omo mra and to check a press statement I see the tuda 30th September so producers were you read and see or see ye ma parties na kwenya so obiambe present it near observe during the exhibition exercise no na commission so commission so fasa kwan so update political parties letters are invite political parties no different.
Okay.
The purpose of the invitation is contrary to letter or media. It no communicating the entire world no. So is an venue, a park meeting, a venue. See, political parties now must share more no. Or more fact, no more observation, no more who during the voters exhibition exercise no. Emra, and yes, I know why. Into all political parties or so, Momra, na yenye meeting concerning the 2024 register. Yembe meeting pa ho. Meanwhile, usi mo kwenya mo makasem. Obia wo ma na kwenya ma na kana asem no man 4 minutes.
4 minutes. Now, also, or start.
No. So you understand why I said it was scripted?
Yeah.
The exercise was in favor of the commission.
Mami Jemen say kasa no say NDC for say omo issues bi wo register na ho. Enti no enunti na yaba no. Eti wo ka wasam wie na wo IT director nso ka ne de we. Se ne nka asam ma NDC akwanya na ono kana.
Enti na make 4 minutes. Scripted. Enti no letter wo di ma media no. Content na or the 2 drafts that press release no different from the political parties. The same way or co-op the year no clear. So it was an agenda to paint the complainant, in this case the NDC, black. Into 4 minutes. Fakawasem. A hono na ayarga kwa campaign. E kwa catcher and say he has been championing national data. You see, wow. Yeah, Nyamana Basa.
Adeng.
They can't be.
Yeah, Ghana for.
Afaridan disqualify a Kradonko. And a papa question to Kofa and a man at Tundra. If you are saying no, the Tundra no could see a fool. Or so what you can. And ne ya so don't cause some na register with political party and no within some phone. Now omuye sa meeting the next day was Wednesday. My producers in fact Wednesday newspapers, including the national paper Daily Graphic. It was a propaganda, syndicated stories. And on my year, just to make the electoral commission look good. Asa, into a Juma Nessie.
We in the movie, no?
We are now a contract amount from my year, short clips. There are videos I call advert to dispel that tag, say electoral commission. Do you get it? That electoral commission is deliberate. You get it? What is that advert for?
Advert there here.
I'm for so electoral commission wait. What is it for? No, what is the essence of that?
Oma breye bimpo.
No, I didn't hear then.
One when
we won't fail you. Preceding 2 weeks earlier, now electoral commissioner we wakoshia Daily Graphic for no mweshia. So they should see themselves as state institutions. So they should be fair in their reportage. I'm not making 2 weeks before SAR publication. It was there.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So I wasn't surprised when I saw this publication.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is it. As internet your game. No more yes advert. No, the advert just to diffuse the impression so the commission has nothing wrong doing against the people of Ghana.
Say MPP for the name so you are silencing this phone.
Electoral commission agenda, the movie producer no, that is in the focus. Say they will diffuse that tag. Abe for ECN so ECN not credible. Now ECN wants to rig the election ABCD.
Yeah.
Do you get it? And in China, you see, when you are dining with the devil, they say this is national chairman Kanye. You would want to do so with the long spoon. You see, if a monkey, see, so long as the monkey learn how to jump from tree to tree with that missing, so does the hunter also learn how to shoot with that. So what common training in you have that idea.
Okay.
You have that idea. See, for me, then this had the almost messy opportunity at the APAC meeting to expose.
Deliberate.
You see, let me tell you, when there is television cameras, for the first time, what pushy, almost farmer, media was even restricted covering the event. Now this time, all of a sudden, it's the same fixed date. They say the media beba.
And then me will hamper no more frame.
So what one home?
Microphone and mra.
Yeah, it was calculated. What I say? A calculated agenda. So say near kwakoyeno. Until now you have opportunity. Speak. Bring your issues. What I say?
Yeah.
Now, theory of a little.
Now 4 minutes the order back.
You see, it is not about 4 minutes. So when you are brea, you establish it. You accept your importance. Do you get it? You needed to have accepted your position.
Okay.
What I say?
It's what do I know? See, I'm a man.
I'm not going to medicine. Medicine, whatever.
Oh, sir, don't show how
back. I don't know what now, but show. Woman, share me.
81 minutes now. Do I know?
Me demand is you see. Unzo ko hwade na ayarga no mo. Any all these ones in the middle. Omubotia NDC for. Those minor, I don't want to call them minor. Those groups now, my manager to some political parties. Oshomo poster, omubotia NDC. Meme checks are my year. So there's no been communication between the NDC party and them.
I know the
NDC never engaged them. Issue no. You go and meet this group. You go and meet these people. You meet when actors are park so bobo your mama.
Say NDC engage.
That is what I'm saying. And I'm just me I don't give a hoot. The issue is that you don't have money. You are disadvantaged in opposition. The only thing you have are your human relations. That is your capital. Smile with even your enemy. Laugh with them. Be good to them. It will be big people anymore. They try to think. What do you think? Say, Mahama disarm Ousubempa. Okay, can't say who fan so doom sister or who now on fina. And I would have taken that stand. But tell me, Cassan, some funny wound now. Mekai, I, Badu could be prophet, the back car baby. Ousubempa could share Mahama on him. He went to greet him. Or strategy, and then this people are saying, no, yes, sir. You get it. That is it. Show your enemies love. And those people, you tag them in your mind to say, oh, my mom is cat. And you'll be no disco ben your musone. Engage them too. At least. Momu Nintia mu pushy agenda mu pushing.
Okay.
Man, you will not get the numbers. And you need the numbers. A majoritarian rule. Do you get it?
Okay.
Mate,
a quadruple, I want to dream or a saffron.
Never to me, dear.
Okay, meet you.
Me doing against you. We have a Korea fan card different. What must say? And a Diana Medina. Yeah, I'm never going to them chetty for Nasha for winning baby. Me use issues your mko debia ya no kasa NDC de ade ba ko penti ya na mama mo Bible quotation Proverbs chapter 28 verse 27. Ya me the man NDC for what you say omma che oje e se mutumi gum nsem na mutumi mani pade se de be wo kire bi wo hwehwe bibia wo nsa betumi aka NDC for omma
to wabodogu
go nsuo nani da che wo nsa beka omo ntum nsuo nani ti so na nia dry sa no nya dia onsa beka bibi um tu nya ka sepe no mo buafu esa meka
NPP ye nyina akra ye se ye di akire de na
esa djuma kra mo jai what ma say hwe wu camera ma hwe mo ni mo hwe de o mo tie da bi o ma ayi we ni mu bi ka wo obi abon say abrafo ofia what ma say the questions about mo ye djuma kase e ma ndis o mo nya ma obi a o say the Ghana be ko ye ni ndis nti no mo ye say djuma the American say on small parties NDC for no mo nante ye Ekwadonko NDC.
Yes.
And omu ye ni sa me ka se ne community FM program ekwadonko bo use pajaro. Pick up me nu and then 4x4 baako. What dem na encroforty we no the number.
No se ne ba na JM.
JM. Oba be di matem obi okai bia be di matem ho no munti. Introduction kaka ye me no sata me kasa man NDC so. Say NPP former youth organizer was so. Ade ma me be kan say Abrante won of say wagimi sa. Party when wakokodom. Chata ma me we me poso me ye di because me ma me and man gashi and ne maami we odidi matem no atimi make sure afia because aduane ne de nkofo de amanenti no watimi akwa NDC NPP camp akwa ho ama naanu yatima mana kwanya so no nsori no o ka de na ache Ghana fo
So NDC no ba betrete.
What must say? NDC for na gigi sa niam we. Yes, obi ti political party even constituency bi anka say party party office district ni ade ade. Akwa don committee match sem ba bi an party office wo. Ni qualification dia na man qualify as a political party. Ayariga kofi ubeba ayariga beri ayariga nyina ayariga nya restaurant bi no manage organ ha. NDC John Mahama na NDC no mu kra ni sisi e waka kra ko tensi akufu ado e sha ayariga sama ayariga be ayariga e waka kra ko boye o wetin man say aye program ase eno ayariga NDC odidi mu che NPP NDC fo nyina enne wasa twa nachi the dam say ayariga wakwaje aduane a wodi that dem ko e ballot no wodru open hu se cheda ne alanche maten crofo no won no be hagre no start no mo de ntokwasi anim no no mo ko ya na no chedo ogina ho wo so yisi no hu adwuma papa wa ye te se we da we de bibia so sa papa we NDC sabe wini ama obehia no onam wonamu den wo be hu NDC for kan nya hwe ye nyina na fi north na ke be mo hu se bi fi south bi fi north what man say wo bi se ko fia paludo on yam no de nam I remember when you near community FM one one by my personal say my NDC for my yes sir mo hwe me come de me me ka akra say it is over to me the NPP for na me say me ma fi on my brother da ontimi me ni hwe ho no say no be for na me say try wo try na fa enti wo do ko try na fa
akpalu de minimum ne
pa wunim ne ye sa town no na chese de be di important wo ba no de ni Jerry na na no mo ko yam ko e ballot ya na no den on shout NDC for go for woni nenam ye kasampa ne ma ne nka bi ene sa ankrofo when you be no qualified to be a political party na na credu no phone what man say o kana so NDC for be afu na na jema credu former ni party na meba
no phone ye dey
yes wonye and I want to say the party na o ma ko bi ba say no what party no na credu office esi kokomremre ho no ehim fa no cha na credu da one na ayi organizer one na national chairman one na secretary general secretary oni bibia yes qualify. So just ankrofo we nyina o qualify na o qualify in the name of NPP. I remember when I was youth organizer. They do election say yeah all the small political parties in nyina ya na mo party agent because o munibi it the day of election no PNC CPP all the political parties CPP ma me no nya chumni bia ni won ni se na no kofa ballot paper say golden number na forget na friend from pon ni anko anim what dey one so person be cancel papa bia adwumboni was ankrofo we nyina atim wo mu nyina NPP ba be mo agent o na SNDC timi bia o mu ani obia anti political party na 9 no 8 against 1 etimu ko polling station one my bibia ba se ensan a wo kasa won san pa mo maka san o mo so forget ba ko so ensan mo forget no sa na ni eye eti da bia your authority o polling station so ye nkrofo na edo mo ene edo mo ye adwuma eno anom ba be na san nkrofo endia na nka so mo qualify che Bernard Muna
na tese flag bearer cry wo say meja de me ye ba iPad
no oni bo bia o e ono nko a eni bia na girl na answer na danfo bi o me mienu apalu so oni jari mienu pe eno mo o me 2 ma why bia mu a ayi we ayi your friend say ayarkof woni ne boy ba ko your friend ansa ye ne nanam o me eno mo nam na nsan bodidi omo enti okoba bi omo nko nti ayarkof ba bi ono ko na eko sanko na se wo didi na me se NDC ye hye omo bo party ndi ye nya ba wi ahode pen ye hwehwe wo mo ba power no mo nsan fa ne ma media grom san entertain this concept for we no mo because iPad say yeah me wonu se cheda ene alanche maten omo mu odu che party for we mu nyina omo so we party we mu ye dia no mu ye e dia no mu di ba mu dia no mu di ba mu nipa wo hefa dia no mu ba be ye wo mu ayi na odi tede o sofi
tiaboso
wonu so nam no to wonu necessary yampia wo wonu so mfa so wonu so di wo mu wonu so wo contribution di ko mu ni say sankrofo we nyina NDC ba be group o NPP be group o mu ama mo agent edo mo akọ edo mo be hag no polling station enti NDC fo ndo mo sho mo sapo mu nsuo no mo timi promising crofom ndo be ko polling station say na no ade na ekota ye no ya nkota anya de papa bia o ade abu ye ba ye ko ene say enkrofo no o makofo mo krofo no mo ndo mo beguo say o mo na ebe kwa ko no akon no 9 against those numbers minim say cheda enkrofo be boa alanche matin krofo afrafranto for de ho so no see na the main opposition ye ya get the crash you are part of the NDC team you know I'm not sure
asala na ni abrese opeso
me say John when winning John be winning ya the slogan no John you are John you me and Bakum never winning.
Okay.
In political John a pennymoon John Mahama.
Okay.
And age wise Alancha Martin a pennymoon. It's a John ya John Benya. It's a Jumana ye and ye timid dear. A John Juman ye.
Okay.
What must say? It's a no police station to Alancha Martin go for no and a Baba boy Alan a John Mahama. Because a meme fan some name boys ego police station. Send your was one quan no make it to what must say? Yet you know, says I catch a die on your wound years or no notion attitude. Never you know, honest omission ye. But then this is for a bush and some microphone. There's some pencrophone would do. Almost was said a professor for a police station and for so be so. Professor no, but the bed that yet and crime and BP high. Pushing them on connected. From Rantian, more money, dear comedy or mom's be a juma. Nebia won some professor and the book to about one trench. Nem Rantian about in anymore. You are maybe be a party agent. Now, for Professor Papa Baby, where wumpo. You are 1 2 Nami Pushino. 1 2 Nami Menene de Sana, what they are the Sukofi. I don't can't call any more. Ye per result, the way we are. It's a year 0 because 0. What must I say? And I know you better 0 be sure now. Would you for Papa Penny movie? I call do at the bear. We are yes, so 10 years. A do sat time now. I call any call do a boom up penny was a police station. That's all more in the bread. That's what come out your penny moon. What's to be so our plans? I won't know about PhD. Yes, to be a more fee. And to be PhD at them. I'm a pure PhD at Cabonte. What must I say? And a better 2 million. It is yet. Election I quit. Do and die. We may count answer say NPP we need bill every 8 now. And this is good. And this we need stop the 8. I mean, we say no the stop. Just stop NPP. Give a man different name. NPP to me NPP be a muda. About Mr. Wo. None can support your NPP.
It's a boot for boot.
It's more than that. And this is a final war. With a political war, civilian war. Will be on for the days in Niagara. And a Saturday. Yet one na yenia bro bia nia bring it you good dem way na won chese wo dia ani bring ye wo dia ada wo yen go tutu
it's wo ye dia
ani bring mu ye won obi ani abre aka wo kwa asante radio ko honum na se ye krampo otumfo ti haba hye na numu a ye se ani abre yen kasa di agro krampo ade be se sa na ye ko we and this info fantom tim se ye ko we ye fana match ye ko ye nkom wie ma obi megiran ka se we dia nya hwe we dia hwe o nipa ewu me se ma ewu mema ewu nkola ewu obi ewu ahoche na bru nipa so Beposo e dia make cha omampani Mahama ne se won ma bo hye nya djuma won ma nkrofo nkola na na omani abra om so mo pe changes me ba nkrofo na gu kwa mu omu wi what ma say won hye obi abo Ghana no 5 million yen fancy another says abedidi other qualification no qualification obi abedidi peche omu hye nkrofo bo se me ba me ma me musumu nyina mo didi ama mo atom eti adwuma na de kwakọ gira no hwe hu se odachi na kwakọ no me nkokọ ge 1000 na 2000 e ma ne nye me example na de ma no aba wie na me nua na 2000 aya was so ogon assembly man for aba na to the previous and sana we no NDC do be gina Christian Center and the agent ba ko de ne ko ho no no NDC woman no skapa say e di agros na ma me na tima friend na konche no akope bibia ma no e do time an yes san ballot papers no ye ko hwe nipa na ye hwense ne de won ya wo so ba fie beda na ne yemu ye ne to ba fie beda e ho ne the police station ma me ndi wini bibia ho na change over wo to na ne yemu ye ne to ba fie e de na ade be ye no emre bia na ho e ho na that police station ma me ndi wini ye number ba ho no dwene ho kra wo nti ase so ya to apon what you say ya sense awie the same thing me send this for so mo nhebo kwadwo ye bo ntimi mrabe mu de obe wi ase bia wo ntimi but what about bia Charles Makati what about producer say example America wo the cameraman hwede wo nanim afo woto wo ye sure say wo ni konya police station obe osa obepa na ma wana
me cameraman ne de jaisa
example obi anwo mu etu kan say e mani it is America ne say NDC panimfo hye collabo omo promising collar system no 2 months aka no me kan na Beposo say 2 months aka for as go for 4 years it be some this time no and go for from amfa especially omo ya mo positions no the other day na omo ye balloting ya no man ye tifia na ye TV ye de na ko to test NDC for na omo to omo mfa mo from mfa so bi ahwe na ohini nto me na me friend na me ne bonkomo na me ne bonkomo o pick call no ho na me ne bonkomo which is no I read say mo amutifia bi amu bi bia ye hu what man say so unum say that the ballot unum say election an ko mu wi me point and this performance is zero on ko phone number me ba mami na no ye adwuma mami nkasai na no ko ye adwuma me ba maka na no ye the presentation perfect na no ko ye no first one no omo zero mutimi trauma ni ma ko wie mu pasa enka wie anko bo wie aye
na so mani ba mo ho so
wani ba ho so
ni ba ne ho so na resist
ana wo resist adan wa me answer tade na fresh ni ade ko yanim obi awi ade obi awi
ade ma ye fan hye ekonkwa eya transfer
na ade me ba
eti yen kata so
me ba first round wa wie one no pick na one wa wie na kuta no and wa with a different ball ese sa ball ni ye gifio na hye ade na se foforo ba no ko nanim na oda so gina wa anim emra mo ye tobe na Evans ma kwatimi aba na ode ni phone aba betwa balls na gu we ni mu hweye kone ko obetwa ye ansa na kokko tena ase wotima se enye ndisi fo pe anka me hu se opposition leader wo wako ya wa hu se enema se na ekoso na watimi atan na wo fa ballot ayia ball na ode akotena ase 10 minutes obi fa wia na aba be biem ansa wo hu bi da ballot anka fa ball na na biem no hu adekwa wi ye ni ma akofo na de akotena ase biemu namba nye otena hodi kopim sa palufa na dia ode ko hono ma omo ye de wotima se asa sorry ye
omo exchange
da bi o me ba den o fa ko tena be se 5 minutes wo hwe me hwe TV3 me hwe ne kama
so mo so etra na kama Emma evi ase no wo hu se sa exchange na mo ka
na decision na NBC ti won na go for ni take decision den po obi ni phone ba be twa ade aye nyina ye wo se amfa de ni mu kotokuo ni amfa ngumu ya sa de ball ni be wura kotokuo ni na Evans ni ma kwasa be gina no ati di tase hwehwem
ho no de me hu
ye na we nyina ote won na koye ti wo motimi anya sa match we di abo ama o ma sa anya one ni biemu a wo ye sure say nke dide na election nke unim ade konti ade na edin because you breaking the 8 you know and this akofa 8 into their council t-shirt so because of that among this for but that day performance was zero election yekoya that day konkrofana mo wiaye abia boba mo ko mo anim the coming one no mesi nyane nyina na ebro fosam o mo ko program na because mo ko no ayi obu omombu omo na mienu general secretary no won na we pastor o won tell them non church there nanka ayi o mane bo ama ekono
secretary eye
fifi quality o yo sofo won tra dem no nya general secretary what we krampo ne apelu won timi po nya hwe wo fare ne hu mpo so o ye dede momo obi nkohyem abrante bi nkohyem no nya dede samoti we na sami gam fi mo go emfaso be na wo so pablo mu go de na mo timi nge tira na abrofo na mo timi ka bi ade na ayi akwan be gina o ye no ya o ba be twa kwa bi balon honom kwa kubu ahe ho ade na o be twa no so o gi di phone di bofom ese phone dia no obi a communicate ntia eso ba betwa dia no de kwotena se na wagya na betwa boss ni nyina de kwotena me wo amam ko emum yeri nyina mo hye space mo hye de nwa de eti boss na gu ade ni mu no o ma me fama no si boss na gu ade no ebi ana brown wom ebi ana white wom hu ni ye
eti kwedo e
bi wudi twama no sabi ni oba ma me nwie me nko ba bia da bi o
hot
entu ye hwose ye nyina ye hu ade bi nyina be hye space ebi a wo no wo site ni nya papa eti ball na gu we ni ye so light to so be nya different colors eti bi o mo de light mpo de ebi ti mo wotima se enti buda mo ma brand here ba ko nka ho no nso ko create confusion na na mo ko ye na mo ko ye wo ya na mo mi brand here no mo na mo wo ya ira kwaku wo question no obusa wo ye expect o tiade na se o mo de ka ho no ne field da wotima se na mo ko ye na de no ma enkrofo field anko ballot picking so general secretary juma mama dia no adia na ya ko se match we fan na o e fan na
West Wogo MPP youth organizer na yate nka kwadwe ye boa na amuzu garlic bitters mekanfo e dia ma abante no kasa o ya dro bi a wono mu a e boa ma moja di afusa ne yie na tese cholesterol ate so ba bi e tonro bia e bi o be Jami munya me na menya medua enti amuzu garlic bitters baby aton no bi ebi wo ho obetimi ene amuzu herbal center edin komo 0247776743 0247776743 Safari Valley Eco Resort ho ne yakodi yani emwa bi ebo viase enwura mu adom anyina ebi wo ho environment no so ye kamapa wani beje woni wabusua nko omo ewo dawu ewo okremansini emu eyafe 0596914394 0596 0596 914-394 one omo edin komo Elizabeth Tegwa ya no wabefa oboy no efi ha 24 ai o ha drink na
hold on madimotis gina ho akugan say national headquarters o to dey na field ni akoga akogira de mu neka wo ye dede no wo ya de ani je beba je akwa ne fo fa bo fam na say no ne shake program na tefofro what man say
o kan ka bi ma men ka bi mu ne ye wo no
ana omo de baby ti omo de koye no da bia na beton no agent de nkrofo no baby o woni akronfo ne abunsa
herbal center essay womo ade edro bia ba yeah no yeah Medimosis garlic capsule Ceylon cinnamon ebum emamo dedi afusa ne ye ete cholesterol so na e boost immune system no wudu ba bia ye ton aduro bia Medimosis garlic capsule se wo ho sanse na wudu Medimosis atraya ye hwehwe prostate emu emema momodemo empom ehsa ne nyina wo mo eye owadanta bawe one police station di nhwanimu eje kojo one school for the deaf na edi nhwanimu kumasi ahenema kokoben frɛ 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 afa power specialist herbal hospital to say eba ne kompo or the bibidosa fibroid and also ye two asie ewo ho wo don pe ba biebu doctor say kase anya ye wo ba power specialist herbal hospital or be two asie ama na se mpo be kasi ama hode aba ebibidro e na ode be ye ne sa owo kumase feyase lake bosom twekwan ne so na takrade anaji estate oben anaji ma primary school ena akra ha kwabenya pokuya CACP road ya for 0244544422 0244544422 na one womo edi enkomo na yatoa yɛn kɔmɔ no so me maame akua kɛse wa obutu kɔ nkɔkɔ o hwɛ me sabre me chia oni abusuafo no nyina Dallas obia se Dallas yɛ chia wo abusua panyi CC council yɛ chia wo na Charles McCarthy yɛni nkɔmɔ organized labor any president ehia nra ɛwɔ galamsey yɛse declare state of emergency ewo galamsey so also yema mre kakra na onye consultation dodo se ebeya ye betumi etu sa ene ye bone no ase organized labor already o ma hwehwe 10th October ese o mo e de call strike wo hu say bibebe free my penny ne bo sha wo share wo mo emu aba in the fight against illegal mining.
I think so. Organized labor there. You organized crime.
Oh, how?
Huh?
Aden
say.
Organized crime saying.
Yensu say. Mewa. President Shasia Kuntia Galamsey October 2017.
Yeah.
How many years in it? And the consultation baby.
It's 7 years. I call 8
consultation baby. 8 years, no 7 years.
8 years.
Consultation ben or pay.
Okay.
No, me be so. Now, who called demonstration only present more meeting?
Debbie.
And then you organize crime.
Oh, sir, yes, sir. One Senate Hotel. Yes, so cost strike. So on the president.
Senate Hotel, no, Omotesubi. Organized labor, representative.
And say, Mekaya, say, a disappointment.
You see, my main control. Ghana high tea, interest. Omako Jomodia. Because they have no business meeting the president.
Debbie.
This also a demonstration, a demonstration.
Yeah.
Unye demonstration na demonstration na we akwa negotiate there what be that
and we strike no not as almost shout
you are negotiating ye koto aba mo na mo ka 2 months obi e je nsesa akamu no why I say everybody is trying to take his
almost disappointed
what disappointing why. What disappointing? You are not ready to demonstrate. I'm not here demonstrating.
Yeah.
All grease to their elbows. Police for bread.
Is that a police for no? I think bet you my demo me call my catching almost say and coffee hire you na 3 days. Almost 3 days.
More parliament almost stadium. Police more you be the back does or map.
Na say galamsey kwa yehu police ka bia eso galamsey equipment.
Kan ye hia. Na organized labor na form nka agufu ado ho. Na treat them as one. Group ben na wo Ghana ha enye politicians na yi omo. Organized labor election, who does it know how you went? Young National House of Chiefs election. Who knew quite fast? What are you telling me? I don't want to treat them like advanced politicians. That is what they are. I'm informed on Tunche and I'm dealing with issue. The issue is that galamsey no illegal mining no high. But say you know you doing say you can't no correct. No correct ni say Minerals Commission ama license. No correct ni say enyo bibia or license bia NAD license na chi. You can have a driver's license but you still engage in reckless driving. The fact say you have license interest who yet responsible mining. Until who can tell you, oh, na me license. Who license is go to gold on you. Who license is go to gold on you. Yes, go to gold to a forest. That is not it. But until yenim national security knows the president obi bia our matter nim 2023 national security report wo clear obi a site in the concession. The bottom line is that government appointees, party heads, and they have the money, they have the links, they are doing it.
Titus Grover say MPP for ya.
That is the point. I make and you know who could stop for o national chairman, o general secretary concession. National organizer concession who cost up who bond untimi until let it be. And I saw a meeting in Abuja na podibe 2 just say they are going to go on a soup. How many weeks in it? Omoko decide we yepe and omushe dadibe 2 muso dabi na NDC fompo ne she adinechi e push the galamsey ban galamsey send ya MPP belusu galamsey areas. But I think that propaganda NDC a job propaganda no amana sink as if say no credit.
I don't know much.
In 2020 Chemi galamsey sita na MPP for the omulusu ye. Galamsey ye tunu Ashanti region 10 region bia. Gold mining na Nkasa 47 city na Ashanti no. Emumu dudu asen. NDC waje. How many? Uko Western je traditionally NDC. Honsu mache 5. Constituencies in the 5. Mining constituencies NDC 5 MPP. Uba Central Regional, the numbers are there. Eastern yeah, MPP 100%. All the mining areas 100%. 11 seats in MPP there. So which ones? And the year seater NDC for winning 2020 in Tia, you are not willing to fight galamsey because ubelusu. The seat where for me now.
Say or share dudua wunya ye na say.
Na for me na MPP
no. The previous elections no. Yeva say when ya 20,000. Na say this time atia ba 15,000.
Walusu.
Is that more than what?
Walusu vote, walusu seat no. Oh, it is in the context. We won't try to explain for people. Say we vote to Swati, and you vote to Swati, or see ya lose seats no. And I mean because seats ben. How many of the seats and I MPP before there? And because of galamsey NDC for winning those seats in 2020. There is none. A beer news are. That's the point I want to establish.
Okay.
And I don't know a summer you did 2 party. And no one who see a big winning galamsey areas. Those galamsey areas are already MPP areas. They are already MPP areas. So what is the point?
Okay.
The point no way. That is I think my details 49 constituencies. Let me check some 49. of the constituencies. Ashanti region when but sad the mudia be seen there. And Amaya Mugalamsi be seen there. Go and fight it.
Not just say Nina ye kaba be say. Omo intimi into asie. Sasa omo benefit. It's an person who can. Okay.
Ye di soldier for akwa nye. Ye di helicopters akwa nye. Ye di rifle. Ye di drones. Ye di speedboat. Ye di asofo ni Bible. Ako galamsey site.
Go to drones better now defend. Say we be use drones ni ye. Una come now you have a station now can. Drones no.
Okay.
Drones ye we ame we na koto drones.
But sata so much ba umia akofo be use ni ye.
Ame we
na koto dey.
Okay, it's all the one who see am
na koto. You see, fact must be told. Say ahim for no. Sorry no mo your madrin say or messed up galamsey ya. Yeah, best stop.
Sir,
you don't need any government authorization anywhere. And then my two for and case on person obia be too good. That one assassin so. That is final.
Na say my penny okufuado. To me eka say okay galamsey my bra here and I say me two asie Ghana my bra. Ahimfo no ebe follow
because Chebi is hanging. Chebi man onto eden koka.
Okay.
Chebi is hanging. Chebi chronoma tueshia.
No dear. And obi an infitri.
You see?
Okay.
Chebi hene no. Who was say kasan kete. Uni enjoy that. Who said when NDC was in opposition, no so a friend to environmental development no kasapa. Power buy no kana no too. Who say aka kufa 4 weeks. So 8 weeks. 8 weeks. And in washa say kasan kete. Na kufa asako fan voice.
Oh any onya yafa. So jato hunti yafa. Kwado yebo.
Me das me nuaba. Wonim. Wo ka last mba betam ka chem say nya de agalamsey ne bitima tu ase. Because stronghold ntinya de betima jai. Ti eno de mo fan tum obi otie bibia no. Eno na nkrofa confirm. Now wonim since 1995 up to 20 up to 2016
says NDC ekra 16 MPP ekra 33 Galamsey constituencies MPP ekra 33 NDC ekra 16
since 1995 up to 2016 next small scale man lances NDC ni NPP na na di ama no na 57 na ni ama wo tina obi ani lances okongure mu akoko ye bibia ekufo adobaye wono small years wa mat 1697 no betu ankoma enna me no kasi amanko for lance enna ye ma obi no mu wutima senti community commission koko check hwe line ya sanko for egi lances akongure mu kokotu na dia the whole president be me ensa bae only 57 no mu and 9 po kofo any JJ anyway Atamos anyway Mahama only 57 and no mama 1697 na do dan kwakufu ado na den o chaso what must say na ya kan na yakoba na omunya de no munya ya mu wia no de akwache otumfo na makobo no otumfo anya bia okura position be no okura mimi ko bia bo tintanti se mo asante figaza sokore na mi shegura mo mu itumi mebuei na se me na ka bia asante am yegnegu ahemfio no me ko ba na me brand sky mi no odia anazo onim na me hye won ma otumfo be no oba be ka bibia che nwura mu otumfo hu se na hemfofo ni bi etu galamsey watima de I make sure say atu amade so o mampani ti won mama na no sa kobi sa PC na o say galamsey from police for na so ya for ba montake om no sa tam na regional minister to no was sa regional minister no to no was me am kro mo asokore afigase MP me am kro mo MP sabiam ya na mpanifo taka be ma de onya to bebrebe a enema mienu na wum ada se nyam from abone a na ejimi ni mienu be ma to so ta de mienu de to so from abone na oni yem ana ejimi we de ne nyam from abone ejimi nu na esa kota ni mu sebe ben a nipa ni ejimi ensa nkoto sebe man no so ensa nkosa ade say ye mpo ne kontine ma se anko ye different medical doctors mpo babonten se eniema no enro na ekonkrofom dey affecting crofo no wo mo kra ha mo wotima se even omo herbal doctors say enua ne haba mo use no affect wo mo niema wo mo ye ntino ama so ye medical doctor ne say nipa we ye so ye ayi o chairman of the committee before parliament ne we wa just imagine ndi nyansa no kra bi woni team ni yatima ma position dia ma brante na brante we so na ade we ko no no yatima babonte abeka we o mampaniti ho no mo a yenya hwe edu ba bia bibi o speaker of parliament no so edu ba bia ni rules so da bia me ka speaker of NDC problem ya papa no so
aden
sai issue akwa we kan kasi afra no da parliament na won 70 na me ka sem na fete o mo a they will call me akwa sem ko the whole Ghana say
akwa na say parliament e samba 15 for
yan twa mo momra wo mo pesca dia mo frɛ wo frɛ o mo omu pesca dia speaker of parliament no akole omo no aba obi akoko we chairman na ato wako kasem kakraka we against the whole man ade aye nyina yakon ade betra na moto omo twa no na Ghana Medical Association so to one akwa we da so ka mo nyine lances mpam no emfim ho wetima se no to one we your friend doctor akwa we ana make an
Asante Achim South MP nso ka bisa
wonu dia mente ye me kuro mu dia na mato we fi asokore fi jase me kuro mpepepe ho no fi me nyina fi kuro ba ko
asakra medical
ana make an tie na hard nti sankrofo we nyina ya de wu wia no da kwache otumfo no otumfo onya dan otumfo otu ahemfo na nakufo adu ntumkrofo ebie report akufembo boate de ko wode koma otumfo on dem wode koma akufo adu mpanimfo nyina no mutu eti sagalam say we wan etu akufo adu na etu
na
former
chief of staff kodom pieni no say ye tu galamsey de yare eba krum na ube lucy elections ube wie na ayarefo na wo ho abebre awuwu no wan na ube di ne so etin kanimanimu yes say wo hwa na wo tu galamsey na se na se na ube lucy elections kwa se na wo lucy
kodom pieni maka bi mpo de no mo men ho bi mo fa no so ye bonsampo na mo bom ana me say ade ba ko galamsey 2 months yakai won betu abroye no mutu ne so ade ba ko ne betu galamsey na jai se betu aba ye betu yi omo fiwo apart from that me nua mo hwe ene mo amutie fo amutie mo forget nya de omo be jai nya de kufu ado be mo obi jai na wonim se wo kokumasi a won se railways ni so no ye ton ba mo ton sa bush meat bebrebe no wo hwe woni mo bon se chamfa machine no e ho ne ye ton no chamfa anya bi ade adwuma hospital ade ba ko pa ne ade ye omo building no mo sa de foreign one aka ho yetimi import de ba ye ho adwuma me nua ba nti ubusa se anya bia sankrofo no moton kwa be de fa so me se na no me fi kumasi a me ba me ko bai excavators brand new one no kumasi kwa so kwa no mo de ko ye den ye mfa nyi kwa ye o ye mfa nye de wura ni ye de ko tu galamsey me se akufu ado na etu ti kwa mbe fa so betima make sure se mu betu akufu ado ne ba umi na ba umi ado on galamsey campaign wotima se na no report ba ye se na ne concession wum femfo boate ayino ba umi concession edambi eti kwa ba na se mo de ba umi afa so eno betu aba ye wie ni awie ankofo etima jeli wo mo wotima se now Pentecost for so abo mo ti ayi ba prison ba ko ti o mo ngwe don be ba na de we for no concern wum NPP for no concern wum na nkom be da ni wanim you don't make one because boni omodi o man no nya de betimi de di agrama na ye TNDC for we dem semu nyina say any Ghana for communal labor nya joma ama na nya na djuma ye nyina ntu nkrofo ni because en ye won kola bi ensa enwotwe enkro ni ade obi ano triple jump usha kola na usuro untimi ne na dem enti ye baba wo sa na ma we nyina agu Ghana da bi entimi it is better say ye twa sa nkrofo so what man say sa de e bi esi o Japan
e scanner
Agbesi Wefia.
Okay. Ska wo. So no de wo tene nka de na tese obe for me sikati.
Wo wi abobo number no ma no. No fam go so. Ebi wo no ho pa. No fam wo tuma se. Enti NDC fo nyina me enforce. Ya ka ya bre ya komo ache. Aka de DD na obi ana ho de bebo ebe koto aba no. Empanimfo bi ba be di chief executive akufu Jomama time no. Wo ta ate o mo nka. Obi ta na storm say. Efa no wo no.
Snake.
Chief executive Jomama appointed omo de omo disappointed party to extend e also na omo giska kase o tema use ono as example omo gigigigigigigigi sa election wu omo wonti omo nka omo sa atwen yankoko ntokwansa anyimra nyansa appointed omo biemu ana Jomama appointment de bedu mbebe microphone ntimi nti omo di o because yanti ase nkoje ade ne ma em yansa afa man microphone sa mo medi wetima se Jomama appointees omo ana omo anya papa deputies ni ade omo mo kontokwa no womo mu ye ni emma mu da obi amoaye womo disika bo akra ye hu omo na bonti maybe wetima se ministries ana omo wo no omo ana omo di chief executive womo ni omo toto niema yi a information ke be fi aba wo pe bibi kra won sanka because of dem ko tra
omo time no na omo nya omo ho so omo ye
NDC for na Jomama de se we de adim se na ba wie no don san fie nkodi agro biem na be no nwa ni de omo 60 ye de omo 40 ne kwa de 14 be fa so no e be no nwa ye da na se
enti kwadwo ya bu akane aya was West Wagon NPP youth organizer and yet Charles McCarthy a brand a primine or also a editor in chief Edema the Hawk newspaper and yet in Kayeden our shaman yet did you make Abba every year auntie be mama wanted to go mechiao na Lisbeth Togo and a CSC me Lizzie Medasepa Asantua Beatrice Asantua de Kum Yachiao also and ye Kevin Asantene Nicholas Okechuku Ombo Michidom Raf nature se team nina Elvis Pitamo Yadamase se motai eche my didumedie e ba ye Mugabe Mase or some more fire na where dear anyway nipa odi dwumedie ho tia me ye Mohema ba akopɛ kɔma nyina good ladies them boss Beposo Hemaa me sawe so ama no siabem kasebo da Hemaa e dia Thomas